The Jordan Poyer charity golf tournament is back on. The tournament is going to be played on the same day, same place, same beneficiary. 6 days after Buffalo Bills safety Jordan Poyer had to cancel his charity tournament because people pulled out because of where it was scheduled to take place, now he's got a group of new players, a group of new celebrities, and he's going to keep hosting the tournament at the Trump Doral Country Club.
Let's go!
I don't understand the woke agenda while you can just trash somebody just because of where they're going to hold a golf tournament. A golf tournament that benefits children. A golf tournament that's for a charity. He wanted to hold his golf tournament here in South Florida. He loves South Florida. I think he even lives here. And he wanted to hold it at one of his favorite courses, the Trump Doral. And people went nuts, and he had to cancel it because the sponsor pulled out, and he lost his chance to benefit these kids. He lost the chance to get these kids some money. That's what it was all about. But no, the wokesters want to jump in and use their cancel culture and stop everything. So here's what he had to say the day he had to cancel his golf tournament.
Yo, hope everyone's having a blessed day. Coming on here live today because I needed to make an announcement. It's long to type, and I kind of wanted you to hear from me. My tournament in South Florida on the 10th of July, I will have to cancel. I was really excited for this tournament. It was going to be at one of my favorite courses, the Blue Monster at Trump National in Doral. Unfortunately, there have been numerous amount of teams from up north that have pulled out of the tournament. Not just pulled out of the tournament, but also wrote emails to a big sponsor that was going to help sponsor my tournament. And, that company now, it's unfortunate that they had pulled out.
Now imagine this. Imagine if you have a charity golf tournament scheduled. You got sponsors locked in, you got players locked in, and some of the players, and I hope these aren't NFL players. Jordan is a great guy. He didn't even mention who the sponsor was, and he didn't mention who the teams were for the golf tournament. But not only did they drop out, they started writing emails to the sponsor saying, oh my God, you understand he's holding his golf tournament at the Trump National Club in Doral, Florida. We can't be going to someplace that Trump owns. We just can't do that. You can't let him do that. You can't put any money towards it. That's where we are. This is a charitable event, and these people are pissed off because he's holding a golf tournament at Trump National in Doral. It's absolutely disgusting.
And decided that they don't want to take part in my tournament, in which they took part in last year, because of where it's at the Trump National in Doral. One of my favorite courses, like I said, in South Florida. Beautiful course, beautiful facility.
I wish he would name the company. He's too nice of a guy. He's not putting it out there. But you saw what happened with Bud Light. We should find out who the sponsor was that backed out and refused to sponsor an event that benefits little children. It's unbelievable.
I hoped we could kind of get past that, and I thought that we did. It seems that we haven't, and it seems that this is even just the way America is right now. It seems like our egos kind of get in the way of being a good human being.
Absolutely. What a statement. Our egos and our political beliefs are getting in the way of people being good humans. I see it all the time on Twitter. People just can't be nice to each other. If you believe in something that they don't believe in, you are vehemently attacked and you are vehemently attempted to be canceled, and every name in the book is thrown at you just because you want to live your life with values. That doesn't seem right to me. If I want to live my life in a certain way and with the values that my family upholds, it doesn't mean I'm a kook or a weirdo.
And that's sharing love, sharing conversation, sharing laughters with others that may not believe in the same things that you do. And I think that it's a huge thing. That's what's wrong in America right now, is our egos taking part of our lives, the majority of our lives. A lot of us don't even know who we even are anymore.
Amen. A lot of us don't even know who we are anymore. This isn't a country that I believe in. I don't understand what's going on with people. The propaganda that they swallowed, the belief system that just got torn apart. I just hope here on the 4th of July weekend that we can get back to that, but I'm losing hope in that.
We're ran by the ego self. We're ran by, the materialistic things. We're ran by things that don't really matter, and in a case like this, I was really excited to host this tournament for the second year in a row. Like I said, ECMC, a huge sponsor that I've been working with for over a year now, almost 2 years, decided that they can no longer take the pressure from the people up top above them, and probably really has nothing to do with ECMC at all.
Just so you know, ECMC is a hospital community up in Buffalo that helps kids. A hospital that helps children said they couldn't be involved in this because they were taking so much heat because he was hosting a golf tournament at a Trump property. What kind of sicko attacks somebody for hosting a golf tournament to benefit young kids? We've lost our way, people. We've lost our way.
I'm really thankful and really blessed to have had worked with the people that I had worked with the ECMC in the past 2 years. I felt, look, I'm not naive. I understand where they are on the political spectrum. I understand where New York is on the political spectrum. Do I agree with it? No, I don't. A lot of it, I'm sorry, I don't. I'm sorry.
I don't either. New York, you can have it. We can go back there. I grew up in Connecticut, used to love going to New York, and it's not the same place. I don't recognize New York anymore. And everybody I know is looking to get out of New York. Many of them have already left New York. It's a sewer.
Sorry, I just don't. I'll be honest with you. I say the quiet part out loud. Some of y'all don't like that. That's okay. My bad. But I still went and put my ego aside to go help those that needed help, that needed a laugh, that needed, and look, I say it all the time to some of the people that I'm around the closest. I run around and chase a ball for a living. I literally chase a ball. I love doing it. Don't get me wrong. I love doing it, but I chase a ball. This life that I have been given, this life that we've all been given, is more than just chasing a ball around.
See, he's talking about a biblical principle. To whom much has been given, much is expected. He understands he is blessed. He gets to be an all-pro defensive back in the NFL playing for the Buffalo Bills. He gets to make millions of dollars. But it's a game. We're talking real life versus game. And people are basically playing games with people's lives when they stop you and they stop your ability to host a charity fundraiser for kids.
It is going to impact people's lives in ways that I never even could have fathomed that I could. And I absolutely love doing it. I love going to see Gabby at the hospital, and who had been paralyzed, hit by a drunk driver, and had her whole life ahead of her, hit by a drunk driver. Now she's paralyzed, and she, the smile that she gets on her face when I just walk in there, like, to think 20 years ago that I could make somebody smile just by walking into and being in somebody's presence, like that alone, like, I can put my ego away any day of the week to go and help somebody who may be white, black, Asian, Puerto Rican, Dominican Republic, believe in this, believe in that, believe in that, believe in this. I could.
Check your ego at the door. If somebody needs help, be there for that person. Doesn't matter if they're red or blue. Doesn't matter if they're Democrat or Republican. Somebody needs help. And people right now are saying, if you're on side A that we don't like, we're not going to help you. We're going to cancel you. We're going to do everything we can to make your life miserable because you happen to be hosting a golf tournament at a Trump property.
I honestly could, because it's more than me. You know what I mean? It's more than me. It's helping others, and it's sharing those experiences. It's being open about the things that we're not all perfect. Nobody's perfect. We can't be perfect.
I get that all the time, even in my comments, when people who know that I'm a Christian or Y person is a Christian, and they're like, "Oh, so tell me how he's acting this way if he's a Christian." Because nobody's perfect. Only one person was perfect. One person. We all try to be do the best as we can, but we all fail. We're never going to be perfect. That's the problem that most people don't understand. You live your life and do the best that you can, but you're a man or a woman and you're going to fail. It's no doubt. You will fail. You are not perfect. Get over it. Understand that's who we are. We try to do the best we can. Somebody said something one day in one of my comments that said, "Barry, how can you be a Christian? You swore in your video." Oops, I made a mistake. That's what a failure I am at being a Christian. I can admit it. Doesn't stop the way I want to live. Doesn't stop the way my wife and I decide we're going to be and how we help people. Yeah, but we're going to fail now and then. That's just how it is. You have to understand that.
We're human beings. We're supposed to fuck up. Things are supposed to be, like, you're supposed to go through some things in life. And that's okay. But the thing is, we need each other. Why are we arguing over shit that does not matter? Shit are out here, and we sit here and we'll go, and that's why I deleted my Twitter. Because people will sit here all day on Twitter and argue about shit.
I've been talking to you guys a lot about Twitter, is because the Miami Dolphins Twitter is one of the most vitriolic, sewer-led type place you ever want to see. And like he just said, he got to a point where he's like, I'm out. I'm not going to subject myself to this crap. It's unbelievable how somebody you don't know is willing to say something to you solely because you play for another team. It's insane.
Does not matter. How about going to ask somebody how their day was? How about walking by somebody in the grocery store and really asking them, "Hey, how's your day? Do you need help? Is there anything?"
I'm actually going to begin doing that this month on Twitter. I'm going to reach out to people I knew despise me for what I've said here on YouTube. And I'm just going to say, "How are you doing today? How are you doing?" I found out that now on comments on YouTube, you can actually film a video response. And all I'm going to say to people is, "Hey, sorry you feel that way. How are you doing? I bless you. I hope you have a great day." I hope it goes a long way.
I can assist you with, and, it's just striking a conversation, giving positive energy. Positive energy. I'm a big believer in the universal laws. It's like the energy that you put out is the same energy that you're going to get back. We're not doing that right now. All we do is fight with each other all day. Fight with each other about politics. Fight with each other about religion. Fight with each other about race. The issues that come up are the issues that we create.
This kid is deep. I hadn't heard him speak before, and I had to put it out there. I understand. I run a lot of Dolphins content, and this guy plays for an arch rival, the Buffalo Bills. But he's a human, and he's speaking the truth. And I think it's important for you guys to hear this.
Create all of these issues. It blows my freaking mind that we are here in America today and sit here with these issues in front of our kids, yo. Like, what are we arguing about in front?
He wears a blue and white uniform on Sundays, whereas the Dolphins wear an aqua and orange uniform. And I don't care. This is my brother. This is who I want to reach out to. These are the type of people I want to speak to. This is what really matters. That's why I told you I'm changing my content, and I'm bringing you content from a sports perspective that actually matters. I don't care about stats. I don't care about who did this or who did that on a field. I want to talk to people. I want to bring you the other side of the field. I want to bring you what's beyond the stadium so you can understand there are people out there that you may hate the team that they play on, but you need to love the people behind the face mask.
One of our kids, yo, I don't even want to put Aaliyah in no school because we can't even sit here and man, don't get me started. This isn't even about.
Oh, I want him to get started. See, that's the thing is he's been canceled already, and he knows the position he's in, and he's like, don't get me started. I don't even want to talk about this school system. I see what these people are doing and putting out there in front of kids. It's disgusting. And those are the kind of values, and those are the kind of people I want to be around.
This is about me coming out here and explaining. For one, my tournament is being canceled on the 10th of July. I'm sorry to everybody who was excited about it. To all the athletes that did sign up, you will get some JP gear sent out to you. To all the teams that did stick around, that wanted to play, you will get some JP gear sent out to you. And all of you will be first in line next year, because next year's tournament is about to be... Oh, man, next year's tournament about to be off the chain. We had a golf cart that was going to be up for auction. We're saving that for next year as well. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know where it's at. Am I stressed about it? No. No, not even the slightest bit. Not even the slightest bit. Am I upset? Yeah, I'm a little upset. Not even the fact that it canceled my tournament. I'm upset at the fact that this is where we are in America right now.
Yeah, don't be stressed. Just give it up to God. That's what he's saying. Is he disappointed? Absolutely. I'm disappointed. I'm not stressed. I'm going to get over this. This is small.
You know, put like politics aside, religion, race, whatever you want to put it all aside. Like, and let's talk, me and you. Let's have a conversation. How's your day? You know, how's your family? You know, what do you like to do? What are things you enjoy? You know?
Can you imagine sitting across from this guy at dinner? I think I could have an hour-long conversation with him at dinner and never bring up football. Just hearing him right now, that's the kind of conversation I want to have with people I meet here on YouTube, where I could sit down in front of you, where we could break bread and talk for an hour and never even talk about football, because that's inconsequential. This is life. This is what really matters. These are the people that are behind these face masks that I think you need to understand.
Is there anything I can help you with? Anything I can assist you with? You know, is there anything, you know, I love you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for being you, for being real, being open. You know what I mean? Like, let's have those conversations. Why are we having conversations about stuff that doesn't matter? What are you going on Twitter and argue with somebody? Is that going to change? I promise you, it never changed my opinion. I got off Twitter because I was tired of arguing with people. Like, I could care less if people want to go in there and say I can't tackle. Okay, cool.
Yeah, me not being able to tackle, him not being able to tackle or get an interception or cover somebody doesn't speak to the person. Hey, I missed a tackle. I dropped the ball. I missed an interception. Whatever you want to say, it's not me. That's just something I was trying to perform. That doesn't speak to me, the person. And people on Twitter don't even want to take the time to know the person.
Good for you, buddy. My goodness, like, I love the game of football, and I'll forever love the game of football and forever appreciate what the game of football has given me. This game of football isn't everything, and neither should be your job, and neither should be, you know, just anything that has you tied down in life. It doesn't matter. What matters is you. How are you? How's your soul? You know, who is Jordan? Who is Jordan Poyer?
Have you asked that to many people you see on YouTube or on Twitter? What's in your soul? Who are you? What are you all about? You ever get that chance to ask somebody that? I've had some people ask me, and I love the fact that I can talk to them and tell them what I'm all about.
That's my name, you know. That's the name my parents gave me. Who am I? Man, yeah. Obviously, I love to play football. I love music. You know, I love to be on
Sorry about that. He's got a plane going by. He's in Hawaii, and there's a plane going overhead.
top of the water. Love to be out on the water. As of now, I love being on top of mountains and being present in those moments and being. I love going in the middle of the woods and just screaming. You know. This is a lot longer than I wanted it to be, but I'm tired of holding back, man. I'm tired of not speaking up for the things that I believe in.
So I hope you heard what he said. What he said is, I'm tired of holding back. I'm tired of not speaking up for the things that I believe in. And that's exactly the turn I've made with my content here on YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to lose some subscribers who only want to talk about X's and O's. It doesn't matter to me. I want to talk about life. Yeah, we're going to talk about football. It's a game. We'll have some interaction about that. But at the same time, man, I want to talk about what I really believe in. I want to talk about this country, making it better. I want to talk about how football can help make it better. I want to talk about how football can help reach people across the world and say, hey, man, there's something wrong here. There's something really wrong that we need to fix.
Tired of feeling like stuff's happening in the world and you can't say nothing about it because it's politically incorrect.
Exactly. This politically incorrect stuff over the last couple of years has got to go. I'm over wokeness. I think it's BS, and I couldn't be happier what happened with the Supreme Court in the last week or so. Affirmative action, gone. You know what I understand? I want you to be rewarded based upon your merit. I don't want you to be afraid to say that. I don't want you to be afraid to say what you really feel. It's insane. You can just feel his pain right now. You can feel what he's going through. This isn't feigned. It's not an act. He actually feels this. He had an idea where he wanted to do a golf tournament for charity to help kids out, and they took it away from him.
Appreciate y'all if you're still here.
And I appreciate you all if you're still here, because I think this message was extremely important.
And then, and listening to, I don't even want to call it a rant. It's just, like I said, I like to say the quiet parts out loud. And I'm tired of just being in the shadows. You know, with a lot of things. I have a lot to say, especially when I'm done playing. Got a lot to say. A lot needs to be said.
Yes, it does.
You know it. I know it. A lot needs to be said.
I know it.
Nobody's saying the quiet part out loud. So
say it.
Anyways, I'm gonna go enjoy this beautiful, beautiful weather out here in South Florida. South Florida. South Florida is beautiful too, but Hawaii. I ain't in Hawaii right now. Love y'all. Love y'all. And I appreciate y'all. Continue to spread love. Continue to just laugh and you know, continue to be present in all the moments. You know, try to get away from your phones for a little while. Be in those moments with your kids. Be in those moments with your
grass.
friends.
Touch grass. That's what he's saying.
It's important. It's important. Love y'all. Peace and love. Peace and blessings. And talk to you soon.
Okay, so that was when he had to cancel his golf tournament. And within 6 days of him making that video, another sponsor stepped in and said, no. We're going to have this golf tournament. We're going to have it at Trump Doral. You're going to do what you set out to do, and we're going to help you. So he comes on television to tell everybody, I'm having the golf tournament, and we're ready to go. Check this out.
NFL star Jordan Poyer says he had to cancel his charity golf tournament after community uproar over the location forced participants to drop out. The tournament scheduled at a Trump golf course in South Florida. Joining me now is Buffalo Bills Pro Bowl safety Jordan Poyer. Jordan, welcome.
Hey, thank you for having me on. I really appreciate you guys.
So the Doral Golf Course in South Florida sounds like a lovely location for a charity event. What happened?
Hey, man, it is, I don't know if you guys have ever been there. It is one of my favorite places to play golf. I started golfing 3 years ago. I joined Coral Ridge Country Club here in Lauderdale by the Sea. When I don't play there, I go and play the Blue Monster, the Red Tiger, the Golden Palm, all the beautiful courses and the beautiful facility that they have in Doral. The idea came when, the golf course we initially wanted to have it at wasn't going to allow us to have fans. And my idea I wanted it to be similar to the Capital One, the match that was played yesterday, to be able to have fans come out and enjoy time with their favorite players, with their favorite athletes and influencers. The course they opened their arms to us, and they were going to allow us to just go the whole 10 yards, allow fans, just really open up the entire facility to us. And that's how the ball started getting rolling. And initially, it was back in February where it was signed and stamped, and that was the decision that was made where we were going to have it. And it was okay. Everything was okay all the way up until when I just got back from Hawaii last night, and I was out there for about a week and a half, and literally on my way to Hawaii, my marketing manager Daver, he started texting me about things that started to unfold. Teams dropping out, sponsors dropping out, a huge sponsor. Just unfortunately, and I respect their decision, and I understand it to a certain extent, but just pulling out, with.
No, I'm sorry. He's being magnanimous. I don't understand. You signed a contract. You said you're going to help these kids out. You're going to support his golf tournament, and then you backed out. That's a wuss move. That's a serious wuss move to succumb to woke cancel culture.
2 weeks to go, 2.5 weeks to go until the tournament happens. And so, in my head, I like to do things well and have things done well. And I didn't feel like I had enough time to do it the right way. In that time period, obviously me being out in Hawaii, I wanted to enjoy that time with my family and not stress about trying to put a golf tournament together the last second. And so that's when I made the announcement on the airways about, I wanted to be real. I wanted to let people understand, what was going on. And, I felt like it was a good time to use it as, to let people understand this is where we're at in America.
Yeah, and that was the video you just saw. He had just found out that his charity golf tournament was done, was over, was canceled by wokesters. He had just found out. So now he's having this interview, and he's about to say, "Hey, we're ready to go."
It's really frustrating. It's really tough to see that a lot of us, sometimes I'm talking to myself included, we can't put our ego aside to be able to help those that are in need. And I felt like this was a perfect opportunity to show that. And I just got the most amount of support all over the country after I posted the video. And like you said, I have some great news that coming up today. And
so what is the news? This is a news show. Give us the good news.
Well, the great news is that the tournament is going to happen. We had, just like I said, the most amount of tremendous support around the country. We had a sponsor, Public Square, based right out here in Florida. They're going to sponsor the entire tournament. And the tournament is actually happening on July 10th at the same exact place at Trump National at the Blue Monster.
Thank God. Thank God a real company stepped in that wasn't going to be deterred by the wokesters. Thank God.
My favorite course to play other than Coral Ridge Country Club. But it is going to be an amazing time. The fans are going to be out there. I already got a huge list of players coming out, some influencers. And this is going to be a great time.
Well, Jordan Poyer, we thank you for the great work you're doing on behalf of the community. Congratulations on the tournament being back on, and we wish you a very happy and healthy season ahead.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We'll see you July 10th.
So tournament's back on, and the tournament is going to be sponsored by a company called Public Square, and I'm going to have to show you what they're all about. Here they are. This is Public Square. I didn't really know much about this company myself. I've decided to look into it. I want to go ahead and help publicize it. I'm going to contact them. I want to work with them. I love what they say right off the bat. Join over 1 million freedom-loving Americans in shopping quality products, services, and exclusive discounts from values-aligned businesses. Down here, tired of supporting companies with a woke agenda? Let me answer that. Yes, I am. Public Square does the vetting for you so you can be more intentional with your spending without compromising on quality. Join the movement today. Small businesses you trust. You can trust. Make the switch to values-aligned businesses for everything from daily essentials to great restaurants near you. And it goes through and it talks about the restaurants and all the different businesses that they put on here. These businesses have to be pro-life, pro-family, man and woman, pro-freedom. Our mission guides everything we do. Business you find on Public Square are values aligned by design. I am going to contact this company. I am going to support this company. I am going to push them. I hope they agree to sponsor me as well, because I can't wait to help promote companies that have a value-aligned business, that understand that there's a place to go against the woke agenda, that we can be pro-life, that we can be, pro-family, that we can be pro-American. This 4th of July weekend, the Independence Day weekend, I want to get involved with a company like Public Square, because those are the values that I want to uphold. I hope you guys want to uphold them as well. I hope you support Jordan Poyer's Celebrity Foundation and, his children's foundation, as well as his celebrity golf tournament. I just had to tell this story to you. I bet you didn't hear it anywhere else, because nobody wants to talk about that side of football, especially with an opponent like the Buffalo Bills. I can't just confine myself to the cage of just talking about Miami Dolphins. I want to talk sports, I want to talk life, and I want to talk values. Hope it all works out. Hope everybody can understand that, and I hope you got something out of this. Talk to you soon. Have a good holiday weekend.